friends, in this video I'm going to explain you how you can use the Log4j, the logging framework in the Selenium. So Log4j framework is used to send the logs to the appenders, for example file or the console, etc. So Log4j is very popular framework in Java and that you can use in your Selenium automation project as well. So the main settings that you have to are stored in this particular file called as log4j.properties file, and that file should be in the resources of your project. So this particular, I'll just go through the important settings of this file. Once you understand this file, it will be very easy to understand how the log4j framework works. So the log4j framework has got, actually we can do these settings using this properties file as well as XML file as well, but the important concepts remain same. For example, Log4j framework uses the root logger. Logger is nothing but the class that dumps the data or outputs the data. So each in every Log4j framework there is a root logger, and for the logger we can specify the logging label. So as you can see here, I have specified the logging label as info, and some of the default logging labels that are defined in this framework are these ones: of fatal, error, or info, debug, and trace. So we can set the logging label as you can see over here, and then followed by you can specify the appenders. Appenders are nothing but where you want to send the logs to. For example, you can send the logs to standard console output, or you can also send the logs to the file, or you can also send the logs to the database as well. So these are nothing called as appenders. This settings file uses two appenders: standard output file and the standard output console output, and the file normal text file. So for each appender you can specify the different settings. For example, let us look at the settings for the file appender. For example, so file appender, we have specified which class corresponds to that appender. So file appender we have specified. So this file appender class is used to write the output to the or the logs to the file. Then next is like file appender dot file. So here we have to specify the name of the file to which these logs will be written. So we have specified the name of the file here as mylog4j.log. You can specify any name that you of your choice. Then we can specify the layout of the, like how the logs should be shown. So that layout is required, like the format of the timestamp and all that stuff. So similarly for the console appender also we have got these settings, similar settings. And then here is the sample code. So I'm gonna just go to the IntelliJ and then execute this code for you. And if I execute this code, it will dump only that data. Since the log label of this root logger is info, what will happen is we have set it to the info. That means it will print all the log messages with this label only. It will not print the log messages that have this label debug and trace. That is how the log4j framework works. Only the logs that are with that label, set label, or the above than that are like output. So for example, I have used this logger.fatal, error, or info methods to send the output to the logs, and this only will be printed in the log. Otherwise, because of this label, log label, and this particular debug and trace will not be printed because of this log label. So that's how you can use the logging framework in your project. You can get the logger using this particular syntax: logger.get logger, then log test.class. So this actually creates the new logger for you corresponding to this particular test class. So in each test class you can get the logger using that particular class, so that in the logging it will print the logger name, so that it will be easy to troubleshoot that. So I'm gonna just execute this particular test, and then let us see the output, how it prints the logs. Because since we have got the two appenders, file appender and the console appender, it will display these messages in the console as well as file, which will be created at the root level of the project. And a similar framework or the methods you can use in your Selenium project as well, so that it will be easy to troubleshoot the problems, or you can just go back and check what happened actually during the execution. So it's executing, and as you can see, it is printing the date followed by the time. So this is because we have set the pattern in this log4j properties. So this pattern we have specified, that's why it is printing it like that. Then it is printing the log level fatal error or info, and notice that it has only printed this messages because we had set the log level as info. So from that level above, all the messages will be printed, and it hasn't printed the debug and trace. And if you go to the my log4j.log file, it will also display that particular information. So as you can see, it is like dumped all the messages over here in this file. It is showing lots of information because earlier that file was having some data, so it is just appending it to that. So that's how you can use the log4j framework in your Selenium project as well, or any Java project as such. And it will be helpful for you to troubleshoot the problems in your project code. If you like this video, hit like button and subscribe to my channel for more such videos on Selenium, Java and automation. Hi friends, if you find this video useful, please hit like button, and for more videos, please subscribe to my channel, and also visit www.softforce.org for more tutorials and updated videos. Thanks for watching my video.